Good morning again. It's another cold day. Looks like it's 20 degrees. Today's going to be a little bit different for me in the sense that I forgot that I have early morning meetings today. So I have work meetings that take place beginning at 6 a.m. So here in an hour. So here for this first hour, I'm going to spend my time getting my Bible read and reading my 10 pages and journaling and everything like that. Then I'll go into my work meetings, I'll knock those out, and then I'll try to find some time, probably a little bit later in the morning, just to, step away for 45 minutes to go knock workout out. Sometimes it's like that because I work with people from all over the world, so sometimes I have to adjust my day, and that's just how it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Day 2.
I begin every day by reading my Bible, reading my 10 pages, journaling, and then spending a little bit of time in Duolingo.
What your peers thought,
Coffee.
what became self-evident
That
through
helps.
personal experience, and so on.
Okay, so I work from home, and that provides me some flexibility that I understand not everyone has. But it also means that sometimes my day changes, pretty drastically. That means sometimes it's really early start times, even earlier than today. 6 a.m. is really nothing because I normally start working at 7 anyway. But it can be really early start times, or sometimes it's really easy to work late whenever you work from home as well. So that's another thing that I'm kind of working on this year, is trying to put boundaries up. So today, since I'm starting early, like I say, I'm going to make sure that I just work what I'm supposed to work. And that means that I will, here in a little bit, I'll take an hour and I'll go carve out my exercise to make up for this early start time here. With everything, right? Got to have integrity, got to be honest, got to put in the right time here at work, but also have to have integrity for myself as well. And that means putting up the proper boundaries and not just being a slave, to the clock. So I'm going to jump on these meetings and knock these out. And let's see, when do I think I may be free around? Looks like around 8 a.m., something like that, and then maybe I can go get my first workout done.
Single select, multi select, and true or false.
Meetings
So
and
in the
water.
sample document, we have
All right, I just wrapped up those meetings. I'm going to take my window right now. I have right at an hour before I go into back-to-back meetings again, pretty much for the rest of the afternoon. So it's got to be now or never. Today I'm just going to get a walk in. I'm already feeling kind of sore from yesterday. And like I said in my things I learned doing 75 hard video from the first time I did this, I've learned that it's okay to walk, number one. And number two, I definitely don't want to injure myself like I did the first time around. I spent the first 3.5 weeks of 75 hard injured and really struggling. So not going to do that. So today's just going to be a walk outside. It is still cold as heck, and just walking, my heart rate's not going to get up anywhere near as high as it was running. So it's going to be a chilly one today. Let's do it. And just in case you're curious, it's 20 degrees outside and it's windy. So when I say it's cold, I mean it is actually cold. It's not just me being a wimp from Texas. So, like I said yesterday, I do have my worship music playing, trying to spend time with God, praying for my family, for my friends. In addition to that, though, what's pretty exciting for me is I'm part of the worship team at church, and I've always been what's called a frontline singer, which is where I kind of sing on the side, and I'm really just supplemental to the worship leaders. I've wanted to be a worship leader, but I've just kind of, waited and seen if my pastors feel like that's something I'm ready for or not, right? And just trust their guidance on it. But tomorrow night, I'm actually, I'm up front, I'm leading, and I've never actually led a song before, but I think if I read the notes correctly, tomorrow night I'm actually leading a part of a song. So that's really exciting. I just want my life to have value for the things that matter. That's all. It is an absolutely gorgeous morning. Just in case you think I'm being a wimp, look how bundled up this guy is. Okay, that's snow here in Texas. Look at that snow on that rooftop. I know, it's just ice. That's as close as we get. This is one of my best friend's house. He'll take his Christmas lights down in like March. All right, I got about 8 minutes left on this walk. I'm trying to get some interesting shots and make it more interesting. I don't know if it's working or not. I'm not very good at that part. And I mean, how interesting can you make a walk? Like, here's the sidewalk. Here's the sidewalk again. Here's some grass. Here's a tree. I'm trying though. I'm gonna finish up these last 8 minutes and we'll catch up in the end. All right, there it is. 2.61 miles, 46 minutes. I have my glove in my mouth like a doofus. Let's take that out of my mouth. So yeah, let me say, even though this was an easy workout, it's necessary with this program. We're going 7 days a week, right? Don't be like me. Don't burn your body out by going too hard in the beginning, like I did the first time that I did this. I'm gonna be smarter. The other thing I wanna say is, when you're drinking this much water, being away from home, even for 45 minutes, can make things rough. I've had to pee for about the past 30 minutes. So that's kind of one of the other side effects of the whole program is you gotta go to the bathroom a lot. All right, back to work. I'll catch up in a bit. Hey, guess what I'm doing? Drinking water? Attending meetings. And I have a standing desk, and I bought this little walking treadmill. And whenever I'm just in meetings for hours on end, a lot of times I like to just stand here, as I'm a passive attendee in some of the meetings. So I'll just walk slowly on this while I attend the meetings. No, I'm not counting this as my second workout or anything like that. It's just a way to get some additional steps in. Water. There's a lot. I don't have my watch on, but I've walked 3,700 steps. 51 minutes now, just being on this call. My watch is charging, so this isn't going to be included in my daily exercise count or anything like that. But yeah, I love this thing. It really makes a huge difference. And you see, I'm not walking very fast, but I'm still getting the steps in, and otherwise I would just be, like I say, a passive attendee for this meeting that I'm in. So this allows me to listen, be attentive, and also get some steps in. I'm so hungry. I'm literally sitting here watching the timer count down to end my fast so that I can eat. There it is, 18 hours. Let's end it. Boom. Today, same thing as yesterday, except no pickles, because I guess someone in my family ate all the pickles. And I've also got some vitamins here. Some vitamins covered in Lowry seasoned salt. So that's going to be delicious. That's a multivitamin. This guy down here, this is like a vitamin C, ester C supplement. These little gummies right here are vitamin D. And then these right here are like biotin stuff, for my hair. My beard, at least. Now, look, I'd be lying, y'all, if I said that sometimes whenever I'm sometimes whenever I'm dieting, I don't eat too many gummy vitamins. But I'm not gonna do that. These are just the ones I normally eat every day for it. So I'm not gonna eat too many. All right, I'm not gonna treat them like a bag of gummy bears like I have in the past at times whenever I've been trying to watch what I'm eating. All right, so I can eat the same thing every day for lunch. Honestly, I probably won't change it much. I've got some different flavors of lunch meat, but that's about it. I really don't get bored with what I eat for lunch because I just eat while I work. It's dinners that, sometimes I can get bored and I'll have to mix it up a little bit. But I'm done fasting. I'm starving. I'm going to eat. Last bit of the first half gallon. All right, let's go fill it up. Hi. So I ended up working just a little bit later than I was planning to. And after I got done, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to lay down here on my couch in the office for a little bit. And I fell asleep. So now it's about 5:10. Yeah, I slept for about an hour. And it was great. It was a wonderful little nap. I so enjoyed it. But now I got to get up and get after it. I need to knock out this next 45-minute workout and take my picture and just go down the list and see what else I'm missing for the day. So that way I can hopefully call it a day, eat dinner, and spend some time with my family. Make sure that I'm putting first things first. So that's the plan. Okay, so what I think I want to do for my workout today is I actually want to do a workout on my MetaQuest. I have a MetaQuest 2 that I rigged up specifically for, virtual workouts, where it's got a little fan and stuff like that, and just things because you're gonna be sweating quite a bit. But I haven't charged it in a while. I just realized, and I just got the MetaQuest 3, and I don't know that I want to use my MetaQuest 3 for this, simply because I don't have a new interface that kind of resists sweat and everything, so it's probably going to be kind of a gross experience if it's anything like what I experienced with the MetaQuest 2, right? But since I don't have the MetaQuest 2 charged up, I'm just going to go ahead and take a minute to rig up my MetaQuest 3, and worst case scenario, because I don't want to wait a long time, I just may end up using the MetaQuest 3, but we'll see how long it takes me to do this, to put the new headset on, and then, I'll check and see the MetaQuest 2. But I think that this could be a good exercise for today, because I have like Les Mills Body Combat or something like that. I forget what it's called on there, and I mean it's a real workout. It's a real exercise. What I really want to do is I really just want to jump on the treadmill like I always do, throw it at an incline and play some video games. But I'm feeling a little tenderness in my right foot over here on the right hand side. I had foot surgery a few years ago, and I actually had to have a bone removed over on that foot because I had been running on my foot and didn't realize that I'd actually broken my foot. And I kept running on it even though I had pain, and I ended up kind of grinding those two bones together to the point that they just had to remove one of them. So when they removed that bone, they also they had to reattach. That bone was down here, right on the left side of my foot, and there's a tendon that runs down and kind of goes up under your foot and attaches right there. So they actually moved that tendon. They reattached that tendon up around my ankle. So all that to say, very long story short, anytime I start to feel pain in that area, I take it seriously because I never know exactly what's going on there, just how significant it may be. And even though I really just want to walk and get some more steps in and everything, I'm going to try to do something that at least gets me off of that. I'm struggling with this, okay? I'll do it off camera because I'm getting frustrated right now. But also, I am really feeling the workout from yesterday. I'm all sore in my chest and everything like that. My legs are a little bit sore, but really my chest and stuff is because I'm not used to lifting or anything. So I'm hoping that, the punching movements and stuff of this exercise will just kind of loosen me up a little bit, my upper body as well. So let me get this sorted out and we'll go from there. Let it be known, it didn't beat me. I got the Bobo VR head strap on. I really like this one a lot if you're a MetaQuest user, because it's got rechargeable batteries you can just put right here on the back of the head strap. So if you're playing or whatever and you start to run out, you can just grab another battery and it's magnetic. It sticks on right there. It's really, really cool. These are great. I have one for my MetaQuest 2 as well. Okay, I decided to go with the MetaQuest 2, and I'm going to try to do some internal recording so you can see what I'm seeing as I do this. But yeah, I just couldn't bear the thought of making my MetaQuest 3 all sweaty and gross. So I'm going to do Les Mills Body Combat. Oh, I forgot I need to also set my watch. What is that going to be set to? I don't know. I have, it's kind of like, what'd you call it? Boxing? I don't know. How to work out. Let's see what they've got here. Oh, they've got kickboxing. I'm not going to be kickboxing, but I am going to be boxing. Let's do boxing. See what that does. Okay.
right, come on, let's go. Start up. Game. While I'm waiting for this to start up, I have no idea if I'm even looking at the camera right now. I'm probably like, well, I'm waiting for this to start up. But while I'm waiting for this to start up, one thing I want to say is that, 75 hard is hard in and of itself. And I think that any opportunities you can take when doing this challenge to make it more enjoyable. So if you find exercises and things that you really enjoy, I think that you should lean into doing those because it makes the challenge that much more manageable if you're enjoying what you're doing. So like me, I love walking on the treadmill because I actually get to play video games while I do that. And this is something else that I enjoy. Now, what I didn't realize my first time around with 75 hard is that I can take the MetaQuest outside, which just kind of, now that I've realized that, blows my mind for possibilities for workouts I can do outside, because I was kind of stuck between just like, okay, walk, run, or ride my bike, right? This opens up a whole new world. I promise you it looks way easier than it actually is.
Visualize something coming towards you, see it, and then get out of the way as quick as you can and come back ready to counter strike. Hit those targets. You do use the legs. Yeah, of course you use the legs. But think about it coming from the core. Last one. Last whip. Alright. Front stance. Toes out, knees out. Brace your
Oh.
drop the squat and hold. Butt right down by the knees and then drive up. Two more. Slow squeeze to the top through the glutes. Speed it up for 4. 2 more. Here comes the big chest stretch. Down up. Open the hands. Oh, that feels good. Try this. Squeeze between your shoulder blades and extend the arms. We're gonna do 8 reps. That's it. Let's go. 8. This bit. 4 more.
Oh.
3. Alright, hold up. Right.
Oh my gosh.
Focus and go. Hands
Hi.
up. See it coming.
I'm in last.
Left hook. Right. We're gonna speed it up. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go. The hook. One of the biggest pound moves you're gonna see. And it comes when you really turn your hip into the hook. Try that. Turn it in. That's it. Side to side. Release the heel. New target. Uppercut. Go, go, go. Are you bending your knees? Really getting those shoulders rolling. I know. Uppercuts are tricky. Keep doing it. We'll get it. 5.
Oh my gosh. Guys, I overestimated myself. That's not even been 15 minutes. And yeah, I am going to stop that workout, and I'm going to continue on the treadmill for the next 30 minutes. That is tough. I'm going to have to work my way up to that. I was breathing so heavy. I mean, that's for real. Super fun though. Definitely super fun. I'm going to jump on and I'm going to knock out the last 15 minutes on the treadmill. Probably get caught up on some wrestling, so I won't play any games today. Or maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll play games and watch wrestling. All right, here we go. So this is what I'm talking about right here. Find something that you enjoy. So for me, I enjoy watching wrestling and I enjoy playing video games, but I don't get to do them very often because, it feels like such a waste of time, right? And I feel lazy whenever I'm doing it. But this way, I can very easily do both. So I've got my game and I've got my wrestling and I'm on the treadmill. And notice, I'm just at like a 3.5. Once I get my health back and I start to get some of my stamina back, then I'll start doing the incline workouts that I used to do, where I'd be on this thing and I just raise the incline way up. And you want to talk about some serious calorie burns, that's the way to do it. Okie doke, quick update. I went and I took my picture. I checked off everything here.
I went ahead and checked off follow diet, no cheat meals, because I'm about to eat dinner. I know exactly what I'm going to eat, and that's all I'm going to eat. Also, out over here, you can see the workouts that I did right here. And again, I didn't record those 3,000 steps that I took earlier, so I've probably done, close to 15,000 steps today. And at a minimum, as long as I close my rings, I have this set up so that as long as I close my rings, I will always get at least 90 minutes of exercise and 1,000 active move calories. So that just makes it simple. That makes it easy. That's a shortcut there. I've got my food here that I'm about to go warm up. Same thing, right? Chicken, this time green beans and rice. Makes it super simple for me to just plug that into MyFitnessPal and takes the guesswork out of everything. So I'll go over to MyFitnessPal. I can't remember if I actually showed my food log yesterday, but you can see I did log my lunch, which was a protein shake, 2 string cheeses, 2 eggs, and buffalo chicken breast lunch meat. And now I will add my dinner, which I have a meal made up right here. Add that. And to be honest with you, this meal right here has broccoli instead of green beans. So the only thing I'll have to do is go and remove the broccoli and replace it with the green beans, and then I'll be done. And then that should put me around 1,500 calories today. And I may eat a couple. Yeah, I may eat a little bit of popcorn tonight, a little bit of skinny pop, depending on how full I am after I eat dinner. So we'll see. Last night I was so full that I didn't want to eat it. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to go eat my dinner, and I'm going to go spend some time with the family and wrap this up, and I'll check in with y'all at the end of the day. You're going to notice a theme here, but this is typically the last thing of the day, is just trying to get through this water. And today, if you watched my video yesterday, you saw I asked a question on whether or not it was cheating to use some of this water for my protein shake. So today, until I kind of know the answer there, I did not do that. So I had all the water for the protein shake, all the water that's in my coffee, and 2 gallons of water. It's a lot of fluid. Okay. I did not spread out my water intake well enough today. And that's exactly what I said you don't want to be doing, is right at the end of the night, right before you go to bed, trying to chug a ton of water, because then you're going to have to wake up in the middle of the night and go to the restroom and everything. But I got it done. So let's check in on the app and just the overall daily status. Okay, so like I said before, I finished eating. I did go over and I started my timer there. Started that at 7:14. Also, let's go to MyFitnessPal, and you can see nothing changed. I did not eat popcorn after all. So that's the end of my log today. This is kind of where I fell with all of my activities. I didn't do anything. I went and sat and enjoyed the evening with my family. So that's all I did. So now let's go back to 75 hard. And let's call it a day. Or let's try to make some notes. Okay. What? I don't want to do that. All right. There we go. Okay. I just finished that gallon of water. So boom. Day 2. Complete. Awesome. So let me just very quickly talk about overall how I feel. So today, okay. Hey Siri, turn on my office lights. automation is wonderful, except I have it set to a timer to turn my lights off at 9 o'clock. I guess it's 9. So, anyway, overall, today, today I was back at work. It definitely makes fitting everything in a little bit more challenging. Like you saw, I had a really early start, but fortunately, I'm fortunate enough to work from home so that I do have some flexibility whenever I put in extra hours. I still ended up working longer today than, my normal scheduled day. So, there's no kind of integrity issue or anything like that, right, that I'm struggling with internally. I put in my time and gave an honest day's work and still managed to fit all my stuff in. So I'm thankful that I do have that flexibility. I understand that's a luxury not everybody has. On top of that, I am starting to feel the soreness. So I feel the soreness in my chest. I feel the soreness in my legs. Really hit me after I sat down for a couple hours tonight and watched TV with the family. I went to stand up and I was like, oh my gosh, I am so sore. So I'm starting to feel the soreness. As far as everything else, like I say, some of it's a non-challenge for me today. Since I try to go every other day, right, is kind of how I'm going to try to run, and it's going to be a little bit harder. So, today was a lighter day, obviously, except for that Oculus workout. That was killer. I mean, that really surprised me. I'm going to have to work up my stamina to do that one. But yeah, so today was a lighter day. Tomorrow I'll go a little bit harder. I'll run again and everything. But I am feeling that soreness. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be really sore tomorrow because it's always that day after. In addition to that, the social media. So if you saw yesterday, I deleted all my social media apps. I have nothing. I can't even get on and check a forum, just for updates or rumors or anything on the things that I'm interested in. I actually have nothing. And I'm okay so far, but there were a couple times where it was just instinctively, right? I would be like, oh, let me just swipe and go. And it's like, oh, I don't have that. I don't have that app, So that is an adjustment, but I've got to say, I'm so looking forward to seeing what the overall just dopamine detox that takes place in my brain is because really, whenever I get bored now, I just find something productive to do, or I watch, some YouTube videos or something like that. Normally when I'm watching YouTube videos, I'm watching how to learn things. So it's not totally, just a time sink or anything. But I didn't get to really spend any time today working on recording new videos or anything outside of this, or editing anything. So I definitely got to make some time. Won't be tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a busy day. Got church in the evening. But sometime this week I'm going to have to make some time to, get after it. I've got a video I want to record, and then I need to edit that so that I can be posting before I start actually putting these out. That said, it's day 2. I've only got to do this 73 more times. Right? I hope that you're getting something out of the journey. Thank you so much for sticking around if you are. And if you're like me, just a normal person, right? Trying to do hard things, just go for it and try to be smart about it. It's okay, it's okay. You see me, right? Like today, it's not like I'm pushing myself to my limit, but I still burned over 1,000 calories. I still ate great. I still adhered to the rules of the program. Just do your best. Give it a shot. You can do this. I promise you. If I can do this, you can do this. I'll see you tomorrow, everyone.